Okay, so you're ready to step into your personal power. But hold on, not yet. Because the thing about your personal power is it really has to come from feeling enough. When we're ready to, say no, when we really are not sure that we should because we're afraid of not being liked, we're afraid somebody's going to be mad at us. Well, that's because we feel like part of us isn't enough. And those little voices that are coming in to talk to us to say, ooh, you should just go because if you don't go, they're not going to like you very much. Those voices are our unconscious survival archetypes. Some people call them survival archetypes. Some people call them maladapted behaviors. Some call them our shadows. However you want to think about them and address them, how I do is that they're just little parts of us. They're little parts of us that kept us really safe as kids. And now as adults, they actually sabotage us because we don't really need them to be coming through in the same way anymore. And so when we're trying to say no and we are afraid to say no, sometimes it's our little rejected child who's coming in our ear saying, oh, you better go. They may not like you if you don't. Or it might be our codependent thinking, I have to manage a situation in my friendships and I have to kind of be around at all times to make sure that they're okay, and that if they're okay, then I'll be okay. It could be your wounded child. It could be your perfectionist thinking, like I'm being a bad friend. I'm being a bad friend if I say no. I'm not doing friend perfectly. I can't do that. A perfect friend, a good friend, always says yes and is always there. And so we have all these parts of us that come in and have a little voice. They have a little say in how we do things. But these voices, I know we hear them, so they're conscious, but they're actually unconscious because we don't realize that it's a really big part of who we are that's coming through. And so in order to step into our power, we really have to start to know, what is it that's keeping me from stepping into my power? What's been keeping me all this time? What's running the show that I don't know is running the show? Those are the questions to start asking yourself. So when you practice and maybe say no, where it's a really safe place to say no, start to look at what are all the little voices in your ear saying to you? What does it mean? So those are the parts of us that we need to really become conscious of, because they're what sabotage our power. They're what keep us from standing in our personal power.